What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jussanderson. I'm back with another upload. In today's upload, we'll be discussing a shoe that I'm so excited to talk about. I'm happy that Jordan Brand finally got it right, because the last two shoes, they weren't bad, but they had one glaring issue that I just couldn't get over. But with the third one, they finally got it right. And without further ado, I'm talking about the Tatum 3s from Jordan Brand. Let's get into it. As always on this channel, we're going to start off with the traction. The traction that could be found on the Tatum 3s is a herringbone pattern traction. I don't think you guys understand how proud I am of Jordan Brand about this improvement, as if they owe me something, because they really don't. But I'm so proud of them, bro, because the last two Tatums, the Tatum 1 and the Tatum 2, I did reviews on both those shoes. And I think those shoes were good, but the simple fact they didn't have traction was such a deal breaker. And now that they finally put out a Tatum with traction, when I say this shit means something to me, bro, like, it really means something to me. Like, I had to put the shoe down, bro. Hold on. I gotta talk to y'all. Tatum has great shoes, bro. The only problem I had with Tatum shoes was literally the traction was basura. It was terrible. He had pods at the bottom of his shoe. Matter of fact, hold on. Okay, so I'm finally back. I want you guys to understand how bad Tatum's shoe line's traction was. I'm gonna start off with the first shoe, right? Peep, you see this? This shoe was super light. It could have been his best shoe, because this was his first shoe, right out the gate, not a lot of expectations. Could have been a good shoe. The shoe was super light, very comfortable on first wear. Now here's the problem. Brother, where's the traction? You're literally playing on this. This is your traction right here. This and this. This is nothing. This don't grip to nothing. What is that? Where's that mean?
Brother,
Brother, you know what I'm saying? Brother, like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Bro, let's go to the next one, right? So that's the first one. Let's go to the second one. Second shoe. Different model, different look. You know what I mean? I like different. I don't like when my models looking the same thing. You know what I mean, bro? I don't like that. I like how this was a little bit different. It was more low cut. I was jacking it. And I seen a lot of college players and a lot of hoopers playing it. Now, let's go to the bottom. What is this? Yo, bro, can I get another? Brother, Brother, pod, what is all this? All this dead space. Like, come, bro. If this is not gripping, bro, you're cooked. You're done. You cannot play in every court with these shoes. The 1 and the 2s, bro, they were not bad shoes. The traction was just shite. It was just not it. And they could grip on some courts, but most courts that were not well kept, cooked. My pride and joy. We're back here. We're back here. Let me tell you something. This shoe grips to everything. Everything. Any court, any predicament, you give it a good wipe and you're Gucci. Oh my God. Best Tatum so far. Traction is a 10 out of 10. Jordan Brand, if you see this, salute.
salute.
You did what you had to do on my Darvin Ham. What? That's what Darvin Ham did, right? He's like, salute. Whatever he did. Y'all did that for sure. Let's go to the next thing. Next on the Tatum 3s, we're gonna talk about the materials. The materials that could be found on the Tatum 3 is textile and mesh. With the Tatum 3, they found that happy medium spot between the 1 and the 2. With the 1, it was a little higher than the 2, obviously, but it was very much lighter than the 2, meaning that they shaved off some of the materials to make the shoe really light. And that has some of these elements too. The 2s, even though they're a little heavier, they're a little bit more sturdier in terms of like keep you in the shoe, lockdown, support. You know what I'm saying? Just keep you in there and still have that lightweight feel, which this has too. I feel like the Tatum 3 materials is like a perfect blend of the 2. Like, they take the best parts of the 1 and the 2, and then they add little stuff for the 3 that's a little bit new, and just get something chef's kiss. The materials are soft, they're comfortable, they mesh to your feet well, and there's no break-in time. Like, they just feel nice. Even when like you just bend, like, it just, pause, that was crazy. Oh God, nah. Even when you bend, bumbot.
What do you mean by that?
Even when you bend your feet in the shoe, you don't get creases, they don't dig into your feet. It just feels good. The shoe is just material-wise, it's really good. Traction-wise, really good. If I had to rate the materials, I would definitely say the materials are 9 out of 10. No break-in time equals happy Justin, so they're good on that front. Next, on the Tatum 3s, we're going to talk about the cushion. The cushion that could be found on the Tatum 3s is a Cushlon 3.0 with a forefront zoom air unit in the forefront. I want to start out by saying the cushion is an 8 out of 10. Now, I say it's an 8 out of 10 because I feel like the impact protection is not the best, but there's no break-in time, which means I can't penalize it that much. So I'm just going to go 1 point down and say 8 out of 10. Smooth ride, very comfortable. Your feet won't start hurting you, but you are really low to the ground, which is interesting because this is like a high top, mid type kind of shoe. So that's an interesting feeling, but the impact protection is not the best. However, you do get off the ground a little quicker and you're running up and down the court a lot, and it just feels good on the bottom of your heels and your toes, regardless. So the cushion does its job. It really does its job, and it holds you in place, and it just feels good. Smooth ride, very smooth ride. I'll just say the impact protection is a little shaky. So if you're like a dunker and you want a little bit more oomph in your cushion when you land and brace yourself, you might not get it here. But regardless, if you're a hooper and you just want some good guard feet, yes, sir. Tatum got your back. Tatum 3s definitely got your back. Next on the Tatum 3, we're going to talk about the fit and the lockdown. In terms of fit, you know me, true to size my body. That's all I'm going, so that's what I'm going to tell you, true to size. Now, in terms of the lockdown, you will sit really comfortable in the shoe. Yes, the shoe is a high top, mid top, so obviously it has good ankle support and ankle protection. In terms of the padding around the ankle area, it is really soft and it really holds your foot into place when you're just moving left and right, up and down, jumping, running, whatever you're doing on the basketball court. Lockdown, I would definitely say is a 10 out of 10. Fit, I would definitely say is a 10 out of 10. All around, this is just the best Tatum shoe that they've put out so far. Man, Jordan, y'all did it. Y'all did it, bro. Y'all did it. So this is my personal opinion section. And what I would say is that this is definitely the best Tatum shoe so far in his line. I hope Jordan Brand really continues to improve on this shoe. Because like I said before, his last 2 shoes were not dirt. I repeat, his last 2 shoes were not dirt. It's just a simple thing where if the shoe has no traction, it's basically worthless. I said the same thing about Reebok when I just reviewed them the other time. If your shoe has no traction, but it has everything else that's good, it defeats the purpose, because at the end of the day, as basketball players, we have to stick to the court. And if we can't do that, and if our tractions are liable to work on any court we play on, you're just going to buy a new shoe and never use your product again, or never think to buy your product. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm so happy that they finally gave Tatum's shoes some traction. I'm happy about that. And just all around great feats. Not only that, you can get these for sale. I got these for $100. So Tatum's are going on sale. So you can get a nice little word. You know what I mean? Get a nice little come up. Get you some new ball feet. And you'll be straight. Outside of that, I'm so happy you guys tuned into another video. It's your boy Jussanderson. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Until next time. Peace.
Sometimes you gotta hum on that. Yeah. Hey, boy. Who can I run to when all my people going through the same? What supposed to do about this pain? Who can I run to when most my homies started moving strange, telling women all your business?